leveling up, elevating your frequency, and just increasing your overall presence, right? The way I do that is by muting people. Not everybody need to be in your circle. And that's okay. Most people don't understand that unfollowing, unsubscribing, and just, cutting the world out, focusing 110% on you, because ultimately life is a one-player game sometimes. There's some things that only you can do by yourself. And elevating your frequency is one way that's going to help you get to where you need to be, right? So, second thing, having a big goal. If you don't have a big goal, you're not going to have no direction. And I don't mean by having a big goal like something that's unachievable, something that's not within reach. It's not about that. It's about not having your backup plans. What do I mean? Well, I can tell you. Not having a backup plan means going all in on the first big plan, right? Surpass your milestones. Don't ever be satisfied. Because if you're satisfied and you're comfortable, that's a slippery slope, my boy. I promise you, you don't want to go down there. You gotta lock in and just give it 110%. Give it your relentless grind. Do not stop. Your work ethic needs to be top tier, 5 stars. It needs to be something that nobody else can touch, right? Create a dopamine safe routine as well. So that means live every day like your last. Now, that doesn't sound dopamine safe, does it? Here's what I mean. Living every day like your last is making sure that you are productive. Make sure that you get everything done. Make sure that you go to sleep that night and you didn't say, "Damn, I should have did that," or "Dang, I really could have went to that party, or could have went to that concert, or I could have, man, I really slacked off on the last few workouts. I need to lock in again." Create that routine. Plan your tomorrow. If you don't plan your tomorrow, you're not gonna know what you're gonna do. That's one. Two, you're not gonna be expecting to do anything from yourself. You need to expect the most from yourself every single day. So that means you need to reward your effort, not your outcome. So let's say you go to the gym, try and get some new PRs. Now let's say you don't get the PR you wanted to get, but did you give 110%? If you did, you need to reward that effort, because that's how you level up. You can't really change something that you're not tracking. So you also need to track that as well. You need to measure how much you've grown. And only way you can measure something is if you follow through. Um, Following through is big. That's something I've definitely struggled with. Sometimes that means keeping your word. Don't make promises you can't keep. And if you make those promises to yourself and you don't keep them, well, then that means you're not leveling up. You're not respecting yourself. You're not doing your best, your absolute best, to level up your frequency. As simple as that. So start logging your change, because you cannot change what you can't measure. That's for real. At the end of every week, you need to reflect, adjust, and reevaluate yourself. So that way, tomorrow, you can become a better version of you. To be honest, if you're not the best version of you, I don't want to mess with you, bro. That's simple. That's everybody. That's everything, really. When you have a higher frequency, people are drawn to you. You turn heads when you walk in the room. Your vibration really sets the tone for everything. When you walk in a room, you have to have that frequency. People just need to catch on. Huh. That's my last point right there. Scoping the big picture. And then reviewing the small frame with the microscope. What does that mean? No idea, right? Scoping the big picture. See next few months. Where do you want to be? Do you want to have a couple thousand in your bank account? A few more thousand in your bank account? Hey, just saying. Get your money up, not your phony up. Seeing the big picture is seeing where you want to go within the next few months. Then reviewing that under a smaller lens, which is the microscope, which is where you focus on here. You focus on now. You focus on today, the present. Worry about the week or the day, depending on how small you want your scope to be, to focus on your now, right? So it's pretty simple to elevate your frequency. And when you do, you'll notice a change in your life. You'll notice people around you start acting different. Now, it could be good, it could be bad. It really depends on them, how they react to your frequency being around theirs. Because if you're higher than theirs, well, you're going to be up here, they're going to be down here. You're going to realize that you're only going up. Some people might only be going down. You can't be stuck with everybody else. You have to follow your own wavelength. It's very simple. So, stop fucking around. Level up. Oh, see y'all next time.